Hello and welcome to FPL Bandwagons Game Week 6, the vlog that keeps up to date with fantasy transfer trends. We're going into Game Week 6 off the back of a tough week for English clubs in Europe. 3 of the 4 lost in the Champions League, although Chelsea finally kept a win and a clean sheet. Luke Shaw had a horrible injury, double leg fracture, and he's going to be out of action for a long time, whilst we've had injury scares for Sergio Aguero, David Silva and Vincent Kompany, who has been confirmed to miss Saturday's game against West Ham. Game Week 5 was another weird little week. We had hauls for Naismith, Payet, Houlihan, who's in my team, but yet more blanks for Hazard, Aguero, Sanchez, Rooney, etc. It's just happening every single week. Coming up this weekend we have Chelsea facing Arsenal. There's been price drops for many Chelsea players, including Hazard, Courtois, Fabregas, as well as the likes of Wayne Rooney, Sergio Romero, now that David De Gea is staying. But there's one highly owned player who actually is delivering every week, and he's going to be where we start this week with the Bandwagons. It's Riyad Mahrez. Now he's without doubt player of the season so far in the Premier League. He's scored 4 goals, 2 assists, and in Fantasy League he scored 12 bonus points already. That means in 4 of the 5 matches he's got the maximum of 3, which is outstanding. He's on 47 points. He's created 12 chances. He's had the joint third most shots in the box for a midfielder with 10. Mixed bag fixtures wise, but with his form and momentum, he's incredible value. He's still so cheap that he's essentially the price of a 4th choice midfielder, yet he is, to me, a season keeper, even if Leicester do tail off at some point. So for me, it's a comprehensive get on this bandwagon while you can. He's going to be there for the long haul, barring injury. Ross Barkley from Everton. Now he's an interesting option because in a year so far where there's a dearth of good striking options compared to last year as well, there's very few strikers. A lot of people now are going heavy on the 5-man midfield, and someone like Ross Barkley, he's awkwardly priced, to be perfectly honest. He's 6.8, so he's not quite the bargain basements. He's not quite the medium range midfielders. He's an awkward in the middle. But he started off his season with 2 goals for Everton. He got 2 assists against Chelsea last week. Having said that, I would probably stay off this bandwagon because I'm still yet to be convinced. He's very inconsistent. He's injury prone. Even when he's delivering, he's still had very few bonus points so far. So I'm still not convinced with Barkley, fantasy wise. Alexander Kolarov. Well, is this points chasing? I don't know, but he's playing in a side that's won 5 out of 5, haven't even conceded a goal yet. He's scored. He's got bonuses in 4 of the 5 games. He is on the form of his life. The other advantage of Kolarov is that Gael Clichy, his competition at left back, is still 2 or 3 weeks away from returning from injury. So in the short term, he's got a clear run of fixtures. He's not a rotation risk. Ultimately, I would say get on this bandwagon. He's averaging 9.2 points per game. He's placed in the lineup safe for a few more weeks. City's games are still brilliant. The only fear is that you might have missed the boat with him. If you get him in now, it can only go one direction from here, you would think. Having said that, if you've got a spare transfer with nothing to use it on, try and get Kolarov. Last week's team, the one I picked, did poorly again, just to 40 points. It looked fine on paper. It was good players in good form with fantastic fixtures, and once again it was just the defenders who delivered. This week I've took a similar approach, hoping that one day it'll eventually pay off. But I've trebled on Manchester City coverage. Got the likes of Boaz Myhill, Mahrez, Benteke and Wilson, and also Jermaine Lens, who, and that's sort of the risky choice, but Sunderland, despite not being very good, Lens has been producing for Sunderland. And they've got Bournemouth this week. That game could really go anywhere. So that's what I've got for captaincy. It's a good week to be different, I think. This might be the week of the Maverick captain because I'm very much a believer in just every week putting it on either Sanchez, Aguero or Hazard. But Hazard and Sanchez are against each other. Aguero isn't fully fit. even if he does score, he'll probably be taken off around the hour mark. So it's a good week to do something a little bit different. Perhaps Mahrez or Benteke, who has Norwich at home, or Callum Wilson, who has that Sunderland game. This could be the week. I don't know what I'm going to do. And on that note, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you next week.